Oh no, 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 no. Oh man. Oh. Oh no. Oh man. Have you ever had this problem? My freezer just kicked out. All my meat's defrosted. I got a bunch of ribs in here that I've been saving. Now I gotta hurry up and do something with them. We're gonna have to do something with these things fast. So the first thing we're gonna do is we have to see if these are any good. Now we bought these ribs on sale and you know, they were a whole pack of them. So the first thing, we're in luck. So it looks like these ribs might actually be okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pat these things down and get them dried off. Yeah, they still smell pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a butter knife, just a regular kitchen knife, and we're just gonna try and come in here and just get up underneath this. You just work your way underneath it. It's no real big thing. But why are we doing this? Well, we're doing this because it doesn't render when we cook it. And it makes it just a little bit tougher than what we want. And what you can do, once you get this up, get that going, it should, for the most part, just pull off just like that. Yeah, we got a little extra piece here. We'll get that one off. Just get up underneath it, kind of work it with your fingers, pull it up. And if it's slippery, like if you can't grab that, grab yourself a paper towel. Then you can grab a hold of it and just peel off that last little bit. I'm gonna clean up these other ones and see if we've got some ribs we can cook. So guys, I was just thinking, you know, if you don't want to do this pulling off this membrane, this is, you know, it is completely optional, but trust me when I say, I think you'd prefer it. You know, when we're cooking food for other people, I think it's imperative that we realize they're judging us by the food that we give them. Come on, I mean, really? Who's ever had a really dried out turkey on Thanksgiving and went, man, Mom, really? I'm not saying you, Mom. Your turkey's always good. I've always loved your turkey, Mom. We're gonna make some ribs. If you ever wanted any reason to give God praise, is He saved us 3 racks of ribs. So we're gonna be able to take these ribs, we're gonna season them up with our perfect rub, which is perfect for all kinds of meats for your barbecue. Hey, so quick little public service announcement. When it comes to cooking questionable meat, we want to make sure that your meat is not bad. We want to make sure that it hasn't gone rancid. These ribs were not rancid. Even though the freezer failed, the ribs were still at 40 degrees or lower. Now the safe zone for meat is 41 and below. We don't want to get any higher than that for an extended period of time. So please, when in doubt, throw it out. Okay? This is something that's of the utmost importance, especially when you're dealing with things with like poultry or pork, meats, many meats in particular. If you're questionable, throw it out. I don't want to see anybody get sick. You don't want to get food poisoning because it's not fun. Anyways, little public service. I'm waiting on ribs. Let's go have some chips. These are good stuff. Oh, sorry, we're gonna make some, we gotta make rub. Stop it. Okay, everybody, we're gonna make our rub. We're gonna start with 3/4 of a cup of smoked paprika, followed by a 1/4 cup black pepper, 1/4 cup salt, 1/4 cup of sugar. That's gonna give a nice sweetness to it. Next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Now I'm using a smoked Chipotle chili powder. And I think this stuff is just amazing. But whatever chili powder you like, 2 tablespoons of that. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. I'm using granulated garlic. 2 in there. Then we're going to follow that up with 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Now this stuff is amazing. It just adds such a little background flavor. So a good 2 tablespoons of that. And then last but not least, we're going to go in with 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. Now, if you're not really into a whole lot of heat like my wife, you can just do 1, or maybe we'll just go and sneak up on her with just a little bit more, maybe just about 1.5, maybe 1 1/4, 1.5. Now all we're going to do is mix this up. Just mix it, get a good mix. And this will store for, though this seems like a lot, but this will store for a long time if you keep it in a good airtight container. So keep for a long time. If you see any clumps of onion powder, I just reach in there, grab those little guys, and just get rid of them. Just get them in there. This is the base of our amazing rub. You are going to love this. Put it on your ribs. You can sprinkle this with a little extra salt on some chicken. I use it for pretty much everything. My briskets get this. My ribs get this. And it's just a basic rub. Not a whole lot to it. So let's get it on. So we're going to go ahead, and this is a recipe for a rub that I got off the internet years ago. I made a couple little changes here, but we're going to season up our ribs. And you can see we're going to go pretty liberal with this rub. Give them a good pat. Make sure they're all beautiful. Okay guys, now when we're talking barbecue, we're talking low and slow. Now there's many different ways that you can cook ribs. There's the 3-2-1 method, there's a wrap, there's a no wrap. There's the just throw them on the charcoal grill and let them crisp up version. Not my favorite version, but I've had them. The key to making good ribs is knowing that, do you want them to fall off the bone? If so, the 3-2-1 where you're wrapping that last little bit, where you're wrapping for a couple of hours, getting that moisture soaking deep inside there, perfect. If you want a little pull on your meat, maybe the 3-2-1's not your choice. You're gonna go low and slow, but you're not gonna wrap and finish it off that way. The idea is, what is it that you want to present to the people you're feeding? I wanna make sure that they experience the best that I can possibly give them, but given the circumstances of my freezer going out, well, I also have to lead worship tonight, and I don't have a watch, but I know that I only have a few hours left, and I've got to hurry up and rush these ribs. So the smoker's starting to roll. Once this white smoke goes, we'll start having a clean smoke. You don't want to put your meat on there, guys, when the smoke is this white stuff. This is the nasty, bitter smoke you don't want on your meat. We want to have that nice warm fire. We've got our Traeger set to 225. I bumped it up over 180 because, again, time is of the essence. Normally I would only cook like maybe 2 racks of ribs at a time, but because I have no choice because of the freezer issues, we got to kind of push this. So what we're going to do, so that the ribs on the outside, they're going to be closer to where the heat's actually coming up and over that deflector plate, the drip pan that's underneath it. So what's actually going to happen is the ribs on the outside edges are going to cook faster. So we're going to have to mitigate that by trying to play a little bit of leapfrog throughout the cooking process. So I'm going to come back in about 30 minutes and we'll kind of shuffle them around. We'll see what that looks like then. And we'll just keep coming back and moving them around and checking them as we go. Okay guys, so it's been about 30 minutes. We're gonna give these ribs a little shuffle around on the smoker. I'm gonna take this one and move it over here because all the heat's coming up on our outside edges, guys. So we're gonna bring this bad boy over here. Give me a little nudgy. Bring them over here. Like that. Bring a little bit. You, come over here. Over here, boy. There we go. All right. Close these things back up because you know what they say. If you looking, you ain't cooking. So, bad things happen to good people. It's gonna happen. Things happen. But you know, we can take joy in knowing this amazing thing. In Joshua, the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9, God says this, have I not commanded you? This is awesome. Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor dismayed. Even when things like our freezer fails, God's with us. Listen to this. Don't be afraid nor dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. He's always with us. We're going to continue working on making some amazing ribs. We'll probably have some left over. Maybe we'll have some for that small group I was talking about earlier. We just want to make sure that God gets glorified in all of it. So I thank you guys for watching. Do us a favor. Click the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and like and share this so that we can grow and help more people learn how to cook amazing food. So we're gonna go ahead, pull these bad boys off of here. We'll take them inside, we'll get them wrapped up. I'll meet you in the kitchen. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna wrap these up, put a little bit of moisture in there with them, wrap them up, and we're gonna put them in a low temp oven. And then we'll come back later when they're done. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna make a little mixture. What I've got is some hickory barbecue sauce. I don't know, about maybe a quarter cup or so. And then typically we wanna use like some kind of fruit. Apple juice would be primary, but I don't have apple juice, so we're gonna use apple cider vinegar. It's just a little bit of that homemade rub that we made. And add a little bit of that rub in there. About a teaspoon. So we're just going to take this, just drizzle a little bit on top. Maybe get ourselves a brush. We just want to make sure this just kind of gets everywhere, right? We don't want no dried up ribs. Let's take that. We're going to roll it up on top this side. Bring this side up. Going to bring the two edges together. We're going to fold her over. Give it a crease. Give it a crease. Fold it over, lay it down, bring this side, find the end of the rib, squish it down, just like that. Bring it up. What we're doing is we're sealing this off. Come down to this end, give it a flat, maybe double roll that one. This one's ready to go in the oven. Okay, so our ribs are all wrapped up, ready to go. We're gonna slide them into the oven. We're gonna get all three of these inside of our oven. Now again, if it wasn't because of the freezer, I wouldn't be doing it this way. But because this is how it is, it's how it is. So the ribs are only at about 140, 145. Here's a problem. Again, unplanned. You didn't plan this. I didn't plan this. The freezer went out. Now we're in panic mode. I don't want to lose 3 racks of precious meat, the gloriousness that is pork ribs. I've got to go play worship music. But hey, we're taking care of it. These are just going to kind of sit there and just mellow and just be all calm and peaceful and serene and just sleep in that cozy little warmth. And then they'll be done. Okay, here we go. They've been in there a long time. Oh yeah. So these things have been in the oven since like 4:30. Is that what we said? 4:30, 4:35?
Yeah, about 4:30.
45. It is now 11:30 p.m. at night. We had fun at church. Let's take a look at these ribs though. I mean, look at this one. This thing is, you know, there's pull off the bone ribs. And then there's, I think this is probably going to be.
Nummy.
Yeah, nummy. I think it's going to be more like a pulled pork rib. This really is, guys. This is beyond what any. I mean, if you're a professional barbecuer, you wouldn't want to eat this, but I think we could shred this up and see what we got. Now, she wants a bite. You want a bite? She got it. There you go.
Oh yeah.
You got good? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, babe. Oh my. Yeah. You know who would love this?
Me?
No, me. You'd probably like this piece, though. Good. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let me finish what's in my mouth. It's impolite, it's always a mouthful. Remember, we pulled that membrane off the back, so now these things have nothing literally holding them on, and it is, I don't think I've ever had ribs this far overcooked. I mean, these were done hours ago.
Mom would be proud.
My mother-in-law would have been proud. But this is no longer, this is pulled pork. Because, I mean, we'll just sit here and shred this up, get the bones out. This is pulled pork. We saved what could have been an extremely expensive loss by having 3 racks of ribs lost in our freezer. Thank God that we noticed it and that we had the opportunity to make some pulled pork out of ribs, I guess, instead of pulled pork from a pork shoulder. I mean, come on. I bet you, I guarantee you. Oh yeah. There's the bone. This is just crazy, crazy soft, guys. There's the other bone. I mean, come on. We got to do this, right? How can you not love this? Okay. That was really hot. You know what the best part of having a food YouTube channel is? People like you. It's awesome. So we just bless you guys. Thank you guys so much. Praise God, we rescued the ribs. We'll see what else we have in store. Let me know what your thoughts are, what your hopes are, what your dreams are. And if you need any prayer, let us know in the comments below. We'll be praying for you. Love you. God bless. Have a great time.